Minnesota Vikings had a big-time statement win Sunday at Lambeau Field against the greasy, grimy Green Bay Packers, and one of the big reasons why is they were able to get a little heat, a little stank, a little hot sauce on overrated octogenarian quarterback Aaron Rodgers. The Vikings got 15 pressures on Rodgers Sunday, including a game-sealing sack by rookie DJ Wanham, but also the key, is that they were able to get home with 4, get a little heat just with the front guys, and allowing the Vikings to drop 7 in coverage consistently, which confused and confounded Rodgers in the second half. And also, one of the big reasons why the Vikings were able to do this without Yannick the Freak Ngakoue, who had been given away to the Baltimore Ravens for a song, is their new defensive end weapon, Hercules friggin' Mata'afa. That's right. The former Washington State defensive tackle, flip-flop, all of a sudden is finding himself a role on the edge for the Vikings. Hercules played 32 defensive snaps on Sunday, which was a career high by far. 26 at defensive end, primarily left defensive end, and only 6 inside a defensive tackle. And Herc played well on the edge. He generated 4 pressures on 27 pass rushing reps on Sunday. And frankly, I love the new role because there was a lot of questions. Well, were the Vikings giving up on the season? They gave away Yannick. Daniil isn't there anymore, yada, yada. But employing the platoon of Fadio Denebo, who's really stepping up as a leader on the edge, as well as Jalen Holmes, the third-year guy from Ohio State, as well as Hercules, plus a rookie fourth-round pick, DJ Wanham out of South Carolina. It's really interesting. It is. And even though the Packers' offensive line was certainly in flux, they were without David Bakhtiari, who would have gotten 17 holding calls not called on Sunday. Probably would have worked in the Packers' favor, but it certainly was promising. It was. Now, is it Daniil and Yannick? No, not really. But also, I do love the ingenuity of Mike Zimmer and Andre Patterson in this spot where they're getting these young guys going. It's akin to last year when they couldn't get a consistent interior defensive tackle pass rush. So what they do, they kicked Fadi, they kicked Stephen Weatherly inside, and they just went with that, right? They played 4 defensive ends. They had that NASCAR package. It's really interesting. But now with Hercules Mata'afa getting a little something out of the third-year pro, I love it, man. I love it. And also remember, Hercules a couple weeks ago was waived, and then he was signed to the practice squad. So it's a unique journey, and I think Hercules is going to have a really solid end of the 2020 season. So remember, he was a 2018 UDFA, despite monster college stats, because he was a 254-pound defensive tackle. He was a 2017 consensus All-American, Washington State, Pac-12 Defensive Player of the Year, 21 career sacks, 45 and a half tackles for loss in 34 games. And, the question was like, undersized, all heart and hustle, can bring a little bit of thunder on the interior. John Randall 2.0, let's do this. And then, he tore his ACL at rookie camp. And then 2019, rehab came back, added some good weight, but only played 100 snaps. So, with the addition of Wanham, with the addition of James Lynch, the question was, where was he going to find a spot? Like, was he going to be a cap casualty? Was he going to be on the roster bubble? Was he going to do all this and that? But this year, they still didn't know exactly what to do with him because of lack of OTAs, lack of preseason games where Herc could have proved himself. Unfortunately, I was like, all right, could this be it for the pride of Washington State? It's unfortunate. I love him. But the heart and hustle guy won out yet again. Every single down with Hercules is the Alamo, and I love that about him. And no, he doesn't have the height or the length to be an every down edge rusher. No, he doesn't really have the anchor to sit inside every single down either. But also, you don't really need that. You don't. Play Hercules Mata'afa, number 51, 20 to 30 snaps a game situationally on passing downs, and let him go out and hunt. And also, don't be shocked when things go well, because he will find a way and get after it. And he owned right tackle pretty Ricky Wagner of the Packers yesterday. Of course, Ricky Wagner is used to being owned by Vikings left defensive ends, which Hercules was on Sunday as well. So it's great to see. And it can only pay more dividends, because if the Vikings can get a consistent pass rush up front, that means that the young cornerbacks, when they're actually healthy and on the field, it'd be great to see, get a little bit more help from coverage underneath. You're not having the blitzing linebacker, so you got some underneath help, as well as you can consistently play 2 deep safeties more often, which, as you saw, even against an all-time great like Aaron Rodgers, it's tough. It is certainly tough throwing into that many bodies in coverage. So I'm excited for Herc. I hope that the Vikings will let him continue to build and grow in this role. He's currently on the practice squad, so they'll have to flex him up again on Sunday against the Lions, or they'll have to bring him back onto the 53 because I'd be worried about teams trying to poach him as the right meow. But I guess we'll see. But whew. Getting a little bit of stank from Hercules. Let's go. Let's get it going. But your thoughts. Vikings' new defensive end, Hercules Mata'afa. Let us know in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Must support that work. Pull some of the Venmo. But until next time, Skol, production value.